Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Shane and Wayne Show. That's Shane.
That's Wayne. I'm drinking piss, apparently.
It's your homemade ginger ale. That's what it looks like. Like if it was in a ginger ale bottle.
Like piss in a bottle.
So you were down in lovely New Orleans last week. I was just tripped down New Orleans.
Nah, we were actually more in Baton Rouge, but it was still fun.
You lied to me. Baton Rouge is not New Orleans.
I thought we were like halfway between the two.
What's in
That's
Baton
what I was
Rouge?
told. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Baton Rouge is pretty much just like a historical town, like a college town. We went down to Bourbon Street twice, and both times it was crazy. Very crazy.
It was crazy. How crazy? How crazy? We're talking like crazy, or somebody ate your face at the beach. Crazy.
The first day, what wasn't? It was what, Friday when we went down, so it wasn't that bad. Still some titties, still some this, some of that. But we went down Monday, and that was a whole different ballgame.
On a Monday?
Well, Monday is Lundi Gras.
What's that mean?
The day before Mardi Gras. Some girl got hit with a cake. Second story. And some dude came up, ran his fingers through it, and just started fingering her.
Oh my.
But there's apparently there's a king cake. They just throw them off the second story. They just have people. They were dumping milk on people. And the amount of beads everywhere is insane. And there were some girls down there just walking around with just beads around, nothing else. Just beads.
What were you like? What the fuck, dude?
Need to go down there without. I was down there with my mom and my sister, so it's kind of weird. My mom was like, "Did you see them?" I was like, "Of course, Mom, I seen them."
Did you see them? Why are you pointing them out? Look at them things. Look like she gonna have back problems. I see you didn't get kidnapped by any vampires down there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not.
Or get stuck in a time warp or whatever the people were talking about.
Felt like it.
All the lore about down in Louisiana.
Well, we were
All
there
the voodoo
during the day,
magic.
and like, I don't know what it is like about the night, but I got lost, and we went down one street. It's like I don't know where we're at, but
I was just checking the audio.
It's definitely a cool thing to do. It is an insane place to drive, so I wouldn't want to drive again there. It's like they just kept building and they're just adding random roads. Like there's an on-ramp that literally went through an alley. There were houses on both sides, and you go like through the alley, and it takes you up on through the highway.
Oh my god! We gotta get through here. I'm not selling. Well, then we're going through your fucking backyard.
And it wasn't really like paved or nothing. And then like right at the end there was a park. I'm like, how would you live here? Can you imagine a kid just riding their bike down? He just ends up on the highway. He's up there. That was definitely like a Sims thing. You just kept building.
Look at this ramp.
Yeah, I know. And then where's it take you? Way over here.
Down here. Is there a bunch of French people still there? A bunch of French architecture and heritage. They said, we better have this land. They said, okay, you take it. They got there and they said, what the fuck all this swamp shit? You know what? We have the titties. Oh, wait, we want to come down there. No. You give us this swamp. You don't come see the titties. You have to bring, what did they bring? Beads. You have to get the beads.
Yeah. You have to throw the beads on my face.
What kind of shit is this? They go into the natives. Can we get some of them beads off you? What? We're going down south. The French are weird, okay? They want some of them beads.
Very weird.
You see any gators?
No.
You should have went on a
gator tour?
Yeah. One of them big fan boat tours. You went out there like, this is Willie. Hey, how y'all doing? We're going to get in the boat there. We're going to the gator. Look out.
There
I
were a
lost
couple
3 of my
people that
fingers.
have very heavy accents. And I was like, what? What'd you say?
What is that? That accent has to derive from like the French accent and everything down all the years. That
Playing.
Yeah, it has to. I don't know how to either. I never understood how different regions had different accents. Like, I get, like, 200 years ago, people traveling from different parts of the world, but
nowadays,
250 years later, you're like, it's not like it's a different country. It's, 10-hour drive south. It's completely... What the fuck are you saying?
Excuse me, what?
We went to the casino, and I had this thought. This is sober thought. This was Saturday. It was like 1 PM walking around. I'm not big on casinos. I always feel out of place. I played blackjack. But so I'm walking around and I see like just random ass people. This man comes around the corner in a full... He looked like he stepped out of a time machine from the Wild West. He had dusty ass jeans on, this vest, this big ass red scarf, cowboy hat. And then it hit me. I said, oh my God. Casino's like a real life VR chat lobby.
Pretty much, just nobody's talking.
As soon as I sat down, I was like, oh my God, look, as a cowboy. I said, this lady don't know where she's at. Her ears talking to the wall. Of course, I couldn't tell nobody, because nobody would have got it I was with. But I just started noticing all this shit. I was like, that's where we are. I said, I'm in this random ass lobby. I'm like, where's this cowboy coming from? I wanted to talk to him so bad, and then he walked away. I was like, how do I start a conversation with this
I had
man?
a time machine in there somewhere. There is something off about casinos. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is, but every time I go in there, it's just... I've only been in twice, but...
It might be a portal. I mean, it makes sense. Nobody questions anybody. Everybody's on their machines and stuff. I was the only one looking around like, what the fuck?
Well, I think it's also... It's like... It's built to disorient you.
Oh, it definitely built to disorient you.
So you walk around like twice and you forget where you came in.
Yeah, once you come in, you don't know. It's like every wall is the same layout. So you're like, is that the fucking way to leave? Is this way? And then they got mirrors everywhere. And then I was walking around, like I wasn't gambling there for a bit. Just trying to find them and just looking at everything. And I was like, people looking at me, I was like, oh shit, they know that I know something. Like, they know that I'm not sucked in.
What's that movie where the guy puts on the glasses, you can see the aliens?
With Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
What the hell's that called?
That's what it feels like.
It is what it feels like.
He's not gambling.
They live or whatever. That's what I felt like there when I was just looking around. I'm like, man. And then I started like thinking about like the psychology of it, because they have that room back there where they put like the older machines. It's like, I'll go back there because they got like video roulette and stuff back there. Mm-hmm. And I went back here and I was like, I shouldn't play back here. I said, nobody's going to see anybody win back here. No. I said, they didn't want people to see people winning, so they put more money in. I was like, so let me go out front and play something that's like right at the entrance. So I was playing the one video blackjack game at the bar. And that's where I won some stuff where I was like, see, this makes a little more sense because people are coming to the bar. They're like, oh, he's winning.
See him win.
And I was thinking too much about it.
That is true, though. They probably do that.
I thought about that. The Bodies exhibit is in, is it New York or Las Vegas?
The town?
Yeah, the Bodies exhibit. You know what the Bodies exhibit is?
No.
Where they take dead bodies and they like...
Dissect them?
Dissect them for science and put them on display as art. Blah, blah, blah. But it's popped up because this lady said that...
Is this one where she found her kid or something?
Yeah. She said that her son died, and I forget what example they gave, but she said that she knew her ex-husband or whatever killed him, and she recognized him.
How did she recognize his body?
Well, they did show the thing, the face. I mean, it still had the face on it. It wasn't. It was like this type of face. And so when they showed the picture of him and that, I mean, it's kind of a resemblance, but this shit's like, what kind of fucked up shit is this? And I know they're like, oh, it's the human body. These people gave him permission. Well, did they? Like, look at this. This fucking skin here.
This is just, what's that, Ed Gein? That's just Ed Gein.
Exactly. All I'm saying is, if they walked into a Nazi camp during World War II and saw this, they'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Let's fast forward 60, 70 years. Oh, it's art. No, something.
Show the titty girl.
Something ain't right about this. And who's doing this? Who signs up like, I'm a skin a human? I thought taxidermy was illegal. Like, who the fuck?
Dude, put it in a bread slicer?
This is a body. Just saw it into slices. And all I'm thinking is, some poor sap sat there with a bandsaw. Yeah. Slicing this body in 2-inch increments. What the fuck?
That don't give you nightmares.
What is wrong with you?
Like that one. Who sliced it as the body long ways? There's one right there.
I see it. It's like somebody had to do that. It's not like you just, I had this idea and it appeared.
It's not like, I don't think you can slice the body like that and it stays like that. You pretty much have to put it back together.
But just to cut up, what did you gain of him cutting a body in 2-inch increments? I'm thinking, what's that room smell like? Formaldehyde? These were people. These were walking around, talking, living people like this. Yeah, look, we got this leg. Oh, we skinned it, so, it doesn't look as real.
So I left the toes on, though.
Oh, God, I didn't fucking notice that. I think that's their whole, like, people aren't as freaked out because, like, oh, we take the skin off of it.
Like some of these, like that body right there, why does it have pieces of it skinned, but pieces of it skinned off?
Bodies Exhibition is an exhibition showcasing human bodies that have been preserved through a process called plastination. Is that how you say it?
Plastination?
And dissected to display bodily systems. It opened in Tampa, Florida in 2005.
I can see if you're doing that for, like, research, but I don't know why you'd have it open to the public.
They talk about, like, oh, we're at the top of the food chain. The animal kingdom is savage. The animal kingdom does a lot of fucked up shit for the right to survival. You know what they ain't doing? Skinning their own and showing it to everybody.
Imagine if a chimpanzee's just walking around with another chimp skin.
No.
Check this out, look.
Like, what part of evolution is that? That should make Ed Gein go, ooh, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Speaking of fucked up shit history has done, that being one, did you ever hear of, I think it's Unit 731. It was during during World War II. They don't talk about it much, but the Japanese camps torturing soldiers and, like, doing experiments on them. I only read a little bit of it. I didn't get the book and read it, like the history on it.
Is this us?
No, it's Japanese to anybody they caught.
Okay.
They were doing experiments to, like, see the best way to reverse frostbite. They have live, like, water tubs in constant cycle, and they were freezing solid prisoners' arms.
Jesus.
Like, solid. And then they were pouring boiling water on it to see if that helped. And all they did was, like, strip the muscle down to the bone.
Oh,
they were trying to see how the best ways to counteract frostbites to get it living again. And they were doing on living people because they're like, well, we need a living specimen.
Oh my God.
They would do live surgeries on people that had diseases to see how it affected certain organs. Because they're like, well, once somebody dies, rigor mortis sets in, and you can't really get accurate readings. They were doing, what else were they doing? I just remember the frostbite thing. I was like, are you serious?
No, I have my limbs frostbitten off me.
I couldn't imagine. It just, put in a tub of circulating water. It's like frozen fucking solid.
Yeah.
Hey, your arms froze solid. Don't worry, we're going to thaw it out.
That pain.
Imagine coming across the documentation for that after the war.
No.
What's in these things?
Or even worse would be the weapon testing. Let's see what happens if I stab you here. How about here?
Oh, we can't sew it. So that was one of the major things during the war or whatever. I remember them talking about. We didn't know how to sew up a bayonet wound because it was a triangle.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you sew that up? What do you mean how you sew it? Figure the fuck out.
Well, they did. They just stab people over and over again until they could figure out.
I don't know.
But I mean, unfortunately, that's the way a lot of advances take place, I guess.
I guess. As with somebody else said,
How do you find out the limit of G's?
That's what somebody else said, he goes, you can desecrate the Nazis all you want. I mean, you look at the long run, look at the medical advances humans have made from the testings that they've done. He goes, I ain't saying it's right. None of it's ethical, but...
I don't know how you could do it to somebody, though. That's another thing.
Yeah, there is no conscious. You have to be disconnected.
We always
from
think
everything.
about, like, the one being it done too, but I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, because,
to a
you
person.
always think like the person doing it. You don't think of them as a human. You think of them as just like a
demon.
Yeah, like it's like...
You'd have to be. I couldn't imagine... You just shove your arm in this tank until it freezes off, and then I'm going to put boiling water on it. Or I'm going to stab you with my bayonet to see if I can sew it up. For funsies. That's my Monday.
Then again, I say that, I don't know how people work at slaughterhouses.
Same. I couldn't do that either.
Like, I think I'd be alright once they did. Like, I can butcher, but bring them in here and that air cannon.
Yeah.
There ain't no fucking way.
And,
I'd be like, you want me to do what? Well, I guess this ain't fit for me.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there'd have to be like certain things I could do it with. Like if I had a giant pond in my place, like I don't think I've had a problem with fish in there. Like, I feed the fish, but there's a disconnect. Like it's
Yeah, fish is a little different.
Like, oh, okay, I'll eat the fish. Like, I feel like chickens are right in the middle.
Yeah.
Because, like...
I feel like I could, like, learn to love a chicken.
Like, oh, I can love a chicken, but then I could be like, oh, I don't spend too much time with them. Like, oh, come on, two-piece, time to go. No, I don't know. It'd take me a bit to get over that first one of just...
Yeah.
Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he's running around.
Imagine if there's an animal that can see, like, radio waves or something.
Somebody was saying that one time. I can't remember who the fuck was saying that because I couldn't find it since. About, like, all the stories throughout, like, thousands of years ago about, like, gnomes, fairies, everything, like, magical that happened. It was all tuned out because of electricity. There's too much interference in the world to channel anything. Yeah. That's why when you get out, like, away from shit and you're in the woods, like, people have weird experiences with things because there's not any interference. Well, we don't have anything else to add.
I do not.
You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Do all that. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your sister-in-law, tell your priest.
Tell your mom I'm looking for something.
Hell, tell the guy at the bodies exhibit. He might hear you. I don't know how it works. I hope not. Till next time.
We should go one day. Live stream it.
I don't think that'd be all right. I'd probably be sick. I'd be like, look at that. Look at that tendon. I can see it.
Why is it staring at me?
Oh,
I don't know why you put eyeballs in it.
On that note.
You gotta skin everything but the lips.